Welcome to Wheelhouse. Today, we're diving into a cruiser that never tries to blend in because it was never built for that job. The 2026 Yamaha Star Raider is long, low, and unapologetically muscular, with that factory custom attitude that makes people look twice before you even hit the starter. If you're here because you're shopping for a big cruiser, comparing options, or you just love that V-twin presence, stay with me. We're going to talk about what the Raider is, what it feels like on the road, who it makes the most sense for, and what you should think about before you bring one home. The Raider has always been about stance, that stretched front end, the aggressive rake, the wide rear tire, and the way the whole bike looks like it's leaning forward. Even while parked, this is a design that's meant to feel custom, without asking you to build a custom bike. It's the kind of machine that looks right outside a cafe, outside a garage, or rolling slow through town. And the best part is it doesn't rely on flashy gimmicks. The bike's shape is the talking. Now let's get to the heart of it. The engine character on a bike like the Raider. The numbers matter less than the feeling. What you want is torque you can use right now, without having to rev the bike like a sport machine. That big V twin-style power delivery is all about strong pull-off, the line effortless passing power, and a relaxed cruise where the engine feels like it's barely working. You roll on the throttle and the bike responds with that deep, confident surge that makes cruisers addictive around town. That means the Raider feels strong and easy. It doesn't need drama to move. It just goes on the highway. It settles into a smooth, steady rhythm and holds speed like it was built for open road. And when you need to pass, you don't feel like you're asking permission. You just roll into the throttle and it answers. Sound and personality are a huge part of why people buy bikes like this. Even stock a big cruiser gives you that low-frequency rumble that feels more than it sounds. It's the heartbeat effect, especially at idle and low speeds where the bike feels alive under you. And if you're the kind of rider who likes to personalize a bike, the Raider has always been a favorite platform. Pipes, seats, bars, lighting, small detail parts. This bike takes customization well, and it keeps the custom look even if you leave it mostly factory. But let's talk about the real-world ride, because that's where the Raider either fits you perfectly or reminds you that it's built with a specific purpose. This is a long-stretched cruiser. That long wheelbase gives you stability, straight-line confidence, and a planted feel at speed. It wants to cruise, it wants to stretch its legs. It feels most natural when you're rolling through sweepers, holding a clean line, and letting the bike's weight work for you instead of against you. The trade-off is that tight. Slow maneuvering takes more attention. Parking lots, sharp U-turns, squeezing through cramped spaces. Those moments demand a little planning and smooth control. If you've owned big cruisers, you already understand that rhythm. Look where you want to go. Keep your inputs calm and don't rush the bike. If you're coming from a lighter standard or a sport bike, the first few rides will feel different. But once you adjust, it becomes predictable. And predictability is where confidence lives. Ergonomics are another big factor. The Raider's riding position is classic cruiser feet forward. Seat low, arms reaching out. For a lot of riders, that feels relaxed and natural, especially on open roads. For others, especially depending on height, flexibility, and preference, it might feel like you're stretched a bit too far. This is why sitting on the bike matters. The Raider isn't one size fits all. When it fits, it feels right immediately. When it doesn't, you'll know quickly. Comfort also depends on where you ride. On smooth roads, the Raider feels solid and composed, like it was born to run straight and strong. On rough pavement, you'll want to ride with some finesse. Low custom-style cruisers can't always soak up bad pavement, like taller bikes with longer suspension travel. That doesn't mean it's uncomfortable all the time. It means you ride it like the machine it is. Choose good lines, avoid the worst hits, and let the bike cruise the way it was designed to cruise. Now let's talk about braking and overall control feel. A big cruiser should feel stable when you slow it down. Not nervous. The Raider's geometry and weight give it a calm, steady nature, and it rewards smooth riders. You don't need to ride this bike aggressively to enjoy it. In fact, it's at its best when you ride with confidence and patience. steady throttle, clean braking, and a relaxed grip, so who should consider the 2026 Star Raider? This is the right bike for the rider who wants a factory-built cruiser that looks like it belongs in a custom show lineup, but still wants the dependability and everyday usability of a major manufacturer. It's for someone who values presence in silhouette. As much as performance, it's for the rider who rides solo a lot, loves the feeling of big torque, and wants a bike that makes even short rides feel special. It's also great for riders who like attention, because let's be honest, this bike gets it. People notice it at stoplights. People ask questions at gas stations. If you want something subtle, the Raider is not subtle now, who might want to think twice. If your riding is mostly tight city streets, heavy traffic, constant stop and go, and a lot of parking lot situations, you might prefer something shorter, lighter and easier at low speed. If you're planning serious two-up touring with lots of luggage, wind protection and passenger comfort is your top priority. There are cruisers designed more directly for that mission. The Raider can be adapted, but it starts life as a statement cruiser. First ownership is another reason people lean Yamaha. Riders want that ride it more than you fix-it experience. With regular maintenance, good tires, and normal service, Yamaha's reputation is that you can count on the bike to do its job without constant headaches. That matters if you want a cruiser that can be a weekend escape machine and still feel ready whenever you are. And since people ask this all the time, yes, you can make a Raider more comfortable with the right upgrades. A seat that matches your body can change the entire bike. Bar position can reduce fatigue. Small changes to ergonomics can make the Raider feel like it was built specifically for you. And if you ride highway often, wind management becomes a big deal. Even a simple windshield can transform long rides. Depending on your height and your tolerance for wind pressure, here's the best way to decide if the Raider is your bike. Ask yourself a few honest questions. What kind of riding do you actually do most of the time? Open roads or tight streets? Do you want a bike that looks custom from day one? Or do you want something more neutral? Are you mostly solo, or are you regularly carrying a passenger? Do you enjoy a relaxed torque, heavy riding style? Or do you prefer something more agile and quick to lean? And how important is the feel factor? Because the Raider is a feel-first motorcycle, it's about the way it looks rolling, by the way it holds a line, and the way it responds when you roll on the throttle. At normal speeds, it's not built to win spec sheet arguments. It's built to make you want to ride at the end of the day. The 2026 Yamaha Star Raider is for riders who want a bold cruiser, with real presence, strong torque, and a custom attitude without the custom hassle. It's confident, dramatic, and built for cruising with style. If that's your vibe, it's hard not to love. Thanks for hanging out with Wheelhouse. If you tell me your height, typical riding style, and whether you ride solo or two-up, I can suggest the most impactful setup changes, seat bars, wind protection, and a few smart upgrades that keep the Raider looking clean, while making it feel even better on the road.